The High Road is dedicated to the men and women of the United States Armed Forces, past, present, and future. Meet Keith Warren. As a 30-year veteran of the outdoor industry and devoted conservationist, this outdoor television icon has hunted across America and around the world, showing you big game, educating outdoorsmen.
Yeah, this is good.
And uniting all hunters.
Thank you for this experience. This is a great hunt.
That's Keith Warren, and this is The High Road.
Rain blew through here last night, and I mean, it is cold this morning. It's in the upper 30s. And I mean, there's very little wind, and the conditions are absolutely perfect. These deer ought to be in this corn. And coming out this morning, running this road right here in front of us, we ought to see something this morning.
We built this property from the ground up with an end in mind, to have the premier destination for comfort and entertainment, as well as a challenging hunt. We're still growing, and we understand that each year we're gonna have to go back to the drawing board and make some improvements, but I really focused on building a place that I would be happy to bring my family to.
Oh, what a money. We just seen something from here this morning. Take a look at this corn. This corn, I don't know how many acres of corn there is on this piece of property, but I mean, it's everywhere.
Now we're in Ohio at Premier Whitetail Retreat, and this is a brand new hunting resort that is, well, it's second to none. I mean, the accommodations are world class, the habitat is world class, and the conditions we're having today, well, they're not world class. It's kind of nasty. I mean, we've had some drizzle, the leaves are mostly falling off the trees, and the conditions just are not real good for the camera. But they're good for hunting, and the deer ought to be on the move. I don't know about you, but for me, I kind of love hunting the rut and hate hunting the rut all at the same time. And the reason why is that the rut is that magical time of year that you can hit it and it's absolutely perfect. It couldn't be any better. Or you can hit it and the bucks are already locked up. And I mean, when they're locked up, the only thing you really see, well, are the young guys. Well, there's something that happens during the rut that I've never experienced it until on today's show. And that's when the bucks get drunk in love. And I mean, they get so drunk in the rut, in love, that it's amazing, and they just lose their wits. The best way I can describe the buck behavior on these big guys is they're drunk. I mean, they could care less. It's like a big drunken sailor standing there, huh? They don't care. But the problem is the doe. I don't want to booger the doe, and the doe just keeps taking off a little bit more and more. Now, why doesn't the doe just run and haul butt? The reason why I think she doesn't is simple. She knows that buck's gonna be on her, and he's probably been chasing her for a day or two, and she knows if she runs, she's worn out, she's out of gas, he's out of gas, and so he's just patiently waiting for the time to tend her, and I'm patiently waiting to see if I can get close enough and get a good shot.
That's pretty far. Let's get closer. Let's get closer. I'll tell you what, these bucks right now, they are drunk. They're absolutely drunk. Well, that was a lot of fun. That was exciting. That tells us what's going on right now with the deer. The The bucks are with the does, and they don't want to leave them. We got some unbelievable footage. That was a cat and mouse game right there. He won, but that's a cool deal. That's the wind's perfect. The leaves are all wet. The stalking is pretty quiet until you step on a limb, but he knew we were there, but he did not. He didn't have a problem with us. As long as the doe was gonna stay put. And also she took off, he took off, and so we're taking off.
The High Road with Keith Warren is brought to you in part by Camo Precision Air Rifles. Supercharged scent killer by Wildlife Research Center, beyond 99%. OpticsPlanet.com. Keith Warren's Texas Hidden Springs Ranch, the best value in Texas trophy deer hunting. And Gravedigger Broadheads by No Limit Archery. Watch The High Road in HD at highroadhunting.com.
Hi, I'm Kendall with OpticsPlanet.com, and you're watching The High Road with Keith Warren.
Hi, I'm Eric Click, main guide and booking agent for Premier Whitetail Retreat. Premier Whitetail Retreat is a hunting preserve located here, Ashland, Ohio, pretty well central Ohio, and is getting to be known for big buck country. The land we hunt is some of the best whitetail habitat you'll find. Second week in November, the rut's on right now, seeing a lot of bucks chasing does, running around, you know, a lot of stuff moving. We're seeing bucks that we haven't seen even on trail cam. I'm pulling the trail cam. It's pretty exciting what we're seeing, and the group of guys we got coming in this week, I mean, we should have a ton of fun.
We offer some of the best whitetail hunting in America because our habitat, our genetics, and our management second to none. Gunner and his family live just a stone's throw away. And Gunner's a 15-year-old freshman. He's tall, he's quiet, he loves basketball, he loves hunting, and he's just a great kid.
Didn't really know I'd be out here hunting this morning, but it's kind of a special thing to come down here. It started off kind of slow over at the other location, saw a few little ones, and then Eric decided to come over here at this new location. A nice buck came down and shot it.
Wow, nice deer. Nice deer. Look at the mass. Split brows, dark horns, nice deer. Nice deer, big body.
Look at his nose, looks like he broke it.
No kidding. Fighting, he must have been fighting. He's got some rub spots up here. He's probably bruising it up with somebody. Man, he's a nice buck. Good job, man. Good job.
It's been a great morning over here, and I really appreciate Ben Ferguson inviting us out to Premier Whitetail Preserve here, and it's great to see my son get a buck. I know he really enjoyed it, and you got to get to school. Let's go.
The High Road with Keith Warren is brought to you in part by Reconyx Game Cameras, Savage Arms, Record Rack Deer and Elk Feed, OpticsPlanet.com, Nature Blinds, and Jardin Consumer Solutions, makers of the Game Saver.
Hi, I'm Jeremy with OpticsPlanet.com, and you're watching The High Road with Keith Warren.
Tannerite brand binary exploding rifle targets presents viewer feedback.
Here's one from a guy by the name of Kip in Nebraska. He says, I got in a big argument last night with my hunting buddies about what a deer's best sense is. They said it was their hearing. I said it's their sight. Which of us is right here, Keith? Well, first off, none of you are right. A deer's best sense is to be able to pick the outcome of the Super Bowl. No, seriously. A deer's best sense, without question, is his nose. That's the reason why every hunter worth his salt is going to hunt with the wind in his face. So what I would recommend, yes, you got to pay attention to their ears. Yes, you got to pay attention to their eyes. But their nose, the hunter that forgets their nose is going to go home with an unused tag.
Good morning. It's November 6th. We're here hunting the rut with Keith Warren in Ohio at Premier Whitetail Retreat. He's here on a pistol hunt. Hopefully he has some good success this morning. We're here hunting with bow and arrow. The rut's full swing down here, deer running everywhere. Hopefully we can get it done this morning, so stay with us and let's see what happens. What do you think about that, son? Saw that deer coming down the edge of the corn. Actually, Dave spotted him. Hit the snort wheeze. Bam, drew him right in. Didn't have the greatest shot at first, so I let him get by me. So he got out, crossed the river, grabbed the rattling antlers, smashed the horns together, drew him right back in. Boom, buck's dead.
This is the buck that we saw making the scrape this morning, and we hit the horns, and he come across the creek just like he read the script, and come in 10 yards, broadside, and I let him have it. The rut is on full tilt here in Ohio, and the property that I'm hunting on is absolutely amazing. The bucks are running, fighting, chasing, hoping that this morning that Keith has a great success as well. This is Greg Blevins. I'm here from Davisburg, Michigan. This is a buck of a lifetime. I'm hunting with Premier Whitetail Retreat, and you're watching The High Road with Keith Warren.
The High Road with Keith Warren is brought to you in part by Burt Coyote's Luminoc and Lumen Arrows, Shadow Hunter, your total comfort hunting blind, Elevators, your easy way up, Walls, Oilfield Camo. It's not just a pattern, it's a way of life. Supercharged scent killer by Wildlife Research Center, beyond 99%. And BSA Optics.
Well, time was running short. Greg had wound up had success rattling, and he rattled in a heck of a deer and shot him with his bow. But I'm hunting with a handgun. But I've been sitting, I've been waiting, and nothing has happened. So last day, in an effort of desperation, I'm gonna do some walking, see what happens.
Got him! Got him! Oh. Holy smokes, that dumped him on his butt. Oh my gosh. I gotta get over breath. Holy smokes, look at the size of this buck here. Oh my goodness. Look at him. I had no earthly idea. You talk about a beautiful deer. Look at him. Look at that. I mean, he is basically, he's a typical frame buck, but he's got just enough non-typical stuff on him to give him plenty of character. Look at this. Look at these beams on him and these G2s. Look at that right there. Got an incredible brow tine. Look at this brow tine right here. Big old hook on it. What a gorgeous deer. And this whole area, I'm telling you, smells like special golden estrus. I mean, it smells like somebody just went and put it on you. I mean, these guys are peeing all over themselves and licking the does, and they are absolutely drunk in love. This is Ohio's premier whitetail retreat, and I'm telling you, it has a giant piece of property, wonderful habitat, as good a whitetail habitat as I have seen anywhere in the country. And it has some absolute gigantic bucks on it. Look at this, and the colors this time of year, it is a rut. It is early to mid-November, and the deer, like I said, they are absolute lovesick, drunk. Incredible, incredible place, incredible animals, incredible habitat. And now I can see why they call it Premier. So if y'all want more information on coming to Premier Whitetail Retreat right here in Ohio, you can give my friend Ben Ferguson a call. He'll be happy to help you. And I promise you, when you come over here, you're not going to be disappointed with anything. Nothing, from the meals and the accommodations to the guides to the big bucks. Look at this. This is about as good as it gets right here.
We offer some of the most premier whitetail hunting in the Midwest, mostly because we have the best whitetail habitat as well as top shelf management. Our property is beautiful. We have steep ravines, we have swampland, we have hardwood, we have crops, beans, corn, grassland, pines. We got everything here. We're located right in the heart of whitetail country, between Cleveland, Columbus, and Akron. 3 major airports where we can accommodate picking you up and bringing you down to our ranch. Now, when you book a hunt with us, we're gonna send you a flyer. We'd like you to fill that out. Our goal is to learn as much about you as we can before you come visit us. We wanna know if you have special food that you'd like to eat, special drink. And what we do is we specialize in service here, and I wanna make sure we customize your stay for you.
buck of a lifetime. I'm real proud of him, man.
So let me tell you about Ben Ferguson a little bit more. He's got a big heart. He's a kind man. He's a family man. He's got a beautiful piece of property that it was just, he got it just for him and his family. And then all of a sudden he realized, you know what, I can turn this old barn into a retreat. And this old barn, well, it's an old barn, all right, but it's not like any old barn you've ever seen before, because it's as good of a cool old barn as ever existed. What he has now is literally the premier whitetail retreat. And you got to see it to believe it.
The High Road with Keith Warren has been brought to you in part by Diamond Down Thermal Gear, the world's most effective thermal apparel for hunting. Comal Taxidermy Studio of New Braunfels, Texas is proud to be the exclusive taxidermy studio for Keith Warren and the High Road.